I'm going to just recap Shakur Stevenson's win over Oscar Valdez. Congratulations to Shakur Stevenson on defeating Oscar Valdez. In this fight, Shakur dominated, was a whitewash. In the sixth round, Shakur knocked down Oscar Valdez, and that was a legitimate knockdown. First of all, he check hooked him as Oscar Valdez was lunging in. He check took him into the ropes, which should have been a knockdown, but then Oscar Valdez, he rebounded off the ropes, and Shakur caught him with a right hook. So he check hooked him with a right hook, and then he check hooked him again. So the right hook uppercut, and knocked Oscar Valdez off his feet. Shakur could have stopped Oscar Valdez. Um, there were a couple things he did which I wish he had done more of. Went to the body very well, but on the inside, while he was keeping his defense tight, when he was walking him to the ropes, he should have bodied him off with the shoulder and throw the left hand, straight hand, left hand, right hand, body him to the ropes and land body shots on him. Shakur fought Oscar Valdez. He was a bigger, stronger guy, clearly. Oscar Valdez power. Oscar Valdez was beat up. Let me tell you this. Oscar Valdez was ready to go at the end of round 8, round 9, round 10, even round 11. He was ready to go. Shakur Stevenson. He punished the dude, no doubt about it. Took his pride and all that. He tried his best. And he kept trying. But all Shakur needed to do was put a couple more punches together. He would have gotten that kid out of there. He'd have knocked him out. He was the bigger, stronger guy in there. He was doing whatever he wanted against Oscar Valdez, and he still laid back and punished the kid. Could have taken that kid out of misery. Lovely body shots. Going through the southpaw angle on the weak side of Oscar Valdez and landing on nasty body shots to the solar plexus, etc. Beautiful stuff, but just not enough. And even in the 12th round, he had Oscar Valdez badly hurt. That kid was ready to go. He was going to knock out Oscar Valdez. So the way I pieced up that kid, I just wish he would have sustained some of the pressure. You're the bigger guy in there, Shakur. You're approaching with certain angles. Finish the kid. Finish Oscar Valdez. You should have finished that kid. And yes, Oscar Valdez is dangerous, but from round 8 to round 12, he didn't really got nothing. You obviously were feeling his punches on your arms, and you knew he didn't really have nothing. He had nothing to give you, you know. And so I felt like he toyed with him, and he could have gotten rid of him. He could have got him out of there. You know, Oscar Valdez was breathing hard and tired and everything, and Shakur was fresh. So I don't know if Shakur decided I'm beating him easy. I'm not going to get him out of there. I don't know what was going through Shakur's mind, because he would turn on the juice, then he would turn it off. Turn on the juice, and then he would turn it off. And I just wish he would turn on the juice and keep the juice on, because he's more surgical than Pretty Boy Floyd was. But Pretty Boy Floyd would not let this kid stay in there. He would have gotten rid of him. He'd have knocked him out. Or his corner would have had to throw the towel in, or the kid just wouldn't have come out. You know? And Shakur has to understand that, you know, with that potential he has within him, I know he's being defensively sound, but there's a point at which you turn on the juice. There's nothing wrong with your hands. You don't have shoulder problems, you know, so let him go. and he should have let his hands go. Defensively, meaning close the distance and you fight the kid on the inside, get the angle on him, and let those combinations go. The kid can't hit you when you're in a T angle. When you're in a T angle, he can't hit you. So slip to the outside of him or slip to the inside of him, get that T angle and tee off on him. Tee off on him. When he can't throw back punches at you, destroy him. You can't be letting this kid, you making it sound like this kid, he's tough and everything, but this kid shouldn't be sticking around in the ring with you. You're levels above this kid. You're toying with the kid. Knock him out. You don't have hand problems. Knock him out. Right? Dropping the kid, all kinds of things, stunning him. Huh? Kid going back to the corner, tired and exhausted. Come on, just get this. So Shakur needs to get rid of guys that don't belong in the ring with him. Oscar Valdez did not belong in the ring with Shakur, in my opinion. And Shakur could have knocked him out. All right? We know Shakur is not feather fisted. Okay? So we're not going to go with that. And just because he's an expert boxer doesn't mean that he can't stop these guys. I know he could have stopped that kid tonight. Right? Don't know what's in his mind, but he could have stopped that kid. Oscar Valdez was 2 to 3 shots away from getting stopped. Okay? In several rounds. And so I just hope that Shakur will when the knockout is there and the kid can't do you nothing, he can't return fire, you get him out of there. Don't keep him around. You're not getting paid for overtime. Get him out of there, Other than that, respect to Shakur. Dominant performance, as we expected. But Oscar Valdez showed a lot of heart. And I do believe that Oscar Valdez, ultimately, in the end, will become a world champion again. I do believe that. This loss should be a good learning lesson. Now, the one good thing that Oscar Valdez did the entire night, he didn't get to be as successful as he wanted to, was he got that right hand in. He threaded it in, quick right hand. Now, it wasn't very often, and even when he did get it in, Shakur was snapping back, taking the steam off the punch. He had some moments where he got, get to throw some combinations. Not all of them landing, but 1 or 2 landing. He has good pop, he got good power. But them kind of wild looping shots, Shakur make him pay for wild looping shots. You try to throw something wild and looping, he will destroy you. Shakur was handing some nasty body shots. Oscar will fall into the body shots, the body punching. So I know that debilitated Oscar. Oscar got a lot of heart though, but Shakur wasn't breathing hard, and that that means that Shakur it was pushed to his limit. But anyway, I just wanted to say that I believe Shakur definitely could have stopped this kid. He definitely could have stopped it. And I'm saying this because I know for a fact he hurt Oscar Valdez pretty bad, and Oscar Valdez was gonna go, and the bell rang a couple of times when Shakur was starting to tee off on him. But kudos to Shakur. I'm going to talk about Katie Taylor versus Amanda Serrano a little later on tonight. And then tomorrow, stay tuned for anybody else who wants to discuss anything else. But quite frankly, this was a Shakur show. They're talking about, is he a superstar after this performance? Exceptional performance. To become a superstar, you got to put an exclamation point. All that was missing tonight, the knockdown was great, but all that was missing tonight was closing the show. One of the things that you got to do when you're an up-and-coming fighter to keep your name out there is you got to close the show, Shakur. So, The next time you have an opponent like Oscar Valdez, get him out of there. Don't let that kid stay there. Now, the way to do it, this is the safe way to do it. You know, you make sure that he can't hit you back, and you just go, you tee off on him. You throw combinations on him. Okay? While you're pacing yourself, tee off on guys. Get them out of there. If they don't belong in the ring with you, you got the power. You clearly do because you dropped Oscar Valdez. You were the bigger guy in there. You tee off on these guys and get them out of there. That's all I got to say for now. What you need in the building. That's the only thing. That's the only critique I have of Shakur Stevenson. That he could have knocked out Oscar Valdez. Definitely could have done it, particularly late in the fight. Because Oscar Valdez usually he does better late in the fight, but Shakur laid the foundation, all that body work, lots of solar plexus shots, a lot of lead lefts to the body. So he softened him up. You know, he softened up Oscar Valdez. So it was just about taking him out. And so hopefully Shakur can work on finishing guys. That's the one thing he should work on. How to run your combinations and finish a guy off when you have him in problems, when you have him hurt. That's the one thing I hope that Shakur can do. I think he needs to work on that, how to finish guys off. But other than that, tremendous performance, and I wish nothing but the best for Shakur. What you need. I'll catch you guys later. Peace.